It's D-Day in Denmark in serene Scandinavia. The pace of life here can move slowly. But in the sport of badminton, the Danes have a proud and impressive history. Welcome to the magnificent Royal Arena for our first day's coverage of the 2023 BWF World Championships. The road to glory starts right here. And we are with you all the way through until Sunday in wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. 4 courts in play as we start the week, and it's the round of 64. Here's our lineup then, starting with mixed doubles. The Scots pair, Hall and MacPherson, take on Kapoor and Reddy of India, both in the top 40. It's their first ever meeting. Keeping with the Scottish theme, it's women's singles to follow. Kirsty Gilmore versus Leanne Tan. It's 7-love on the head-to-head to the Scot. Back to mixed doubles after that, and an all-European affair. Van der Leck and Gille against last year's World Championship bronze medalists, Lamsfoos and Lohau. Men's singles to follow, and a chance to assess the form of number 7 seed Lo Kian Yu, 38-year-old Abian in the firing line. After that, it's newlyweds. Gregory and Jenny Mares got married 3.5 weeks ago against the young Serbs Tomic and Wittmann. Before we switch back to singles, 2-time national champion Wenqi Su of Chinese Taipei against the world number 40 from Spain, Clara Azamendi. Well, 6 more matches after that for you to enjoy. Plenty of doubles, and we'll see the world number 1, Victor Axelsen, who'll have all the crowd support. That's match number 12 today. Our attention, first of all, though, is on the mixed doubles, and a match that brings together Adam Hall and Julie MacPherson of Scotland against Rohan Kapoor and Reddy of India. That's that particular part of the draw. I mentioned these are a round of 64 matches, so a long way to go, and it's actually a big match for both of these pairs. There's only 7 places that separate them on the rankings, so we could well be in for a close encounter. Somewhat surprising, actually, that they've never met previously. Hall and MacPherson ranked at 40. Kapoor and Siki are ranked 33 in the world. Just coming up, or just past 9 o'clock, in fact, here in the morning, local time. Very, very busy day of action on day 1 here on all 4 courts. We have coverage here on court 1 and also across on court 2 as well, if that is your preference. Magnificent arena here. It's only 6 years old, actually. Capacity of 13,000. Confirmation, they've never met before.
Beautiful truss. Got a red and a black. And Siki. And red for you. It's red. Give him a serve. This side. Okay, have a good.
So let's give you a bit more information then about this quartet. And we will kick off with the Scots pair. So as I say, are ranked 40 in the world. They have actually been as high as 21. Just looking at the officials, that's Caroline Verm of Denmark, who's the service judge. We've got Henrik Boas in the umpire's chair. But there's Adam Hall, who's 27 now. Got a bronze in the men's doubles with Alexander Dunn at the European Games just a couple of months back. There's confirmation of that high ranking I was telling you about. That was pretty recently, actually, right at the back end of last year. They were nearly inside the top 20. And his partner, Julie MacPherson, who's 2 years Hall's junior. She's won 4 national titles in women's doubles and a couple in mixed. started out as a singles player actually many years ago. Singles in the singles bronze in the under-17 European Championships way back when. And on the other side of the net, the Indian pair of Rohan Kapoor and Reddy, 25 years of age, Kapoor. That high ranking was only last month, so you'd probably make them slight favourites on rankings and on current form as well. Won an international challenge level tournament actually here in Denmark earlier this year, these two. And Reddy very, very experienced. Won a couple of international tournaments last year, one in India, one in the Maldives. And she's a former Southeast Asian Games champion in mixed doubles, although that was with Pranav Chopra. Henrik Boas is the man in the chair. He is from Denmark. And his fellow Dane, Aaron Verm, is the service judge.
To play.
So there's like a little bit further.
Stand by then for the umpire introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Reddy Sikki and Rohan Kapoor, India. And on my left, Julian MacPherson and Adam Hall, Scotland. Julian MacPherson to serve to Reddy Sikki. Love all. Play.
So here we go. First shuttle hit in anger at these World Championships. Something of an anticlimax with the service error. Well done by Hall. Turned the initiative round in that rally.
1-0.
So effective, that shot, right between the two, dead centre.
Two, one.
Well, that's good persistence from the two Scots. MacPherson capitalising at the net on Hall's power from the back of the court. It's a good get, actually, initially by Reddy Sikki, but couldn't do anything with that.
Service over. 2-3.
Well, a bit of good fortune there, and what's already very apparent, and a lot of drift from left to right, as you look on the screen. Net cord completely flat-footing Kapoor.
Five, two.
Couple of miscues already from Siki.
Serves over. 3-6. Yes, towel only. Three, 6. Serves over. 7-3.
Enjoying himself early from the back of the court, Adam Hall. Just not being put under any pressure and gradually getting closer and closer in from that back line. He's a big man, 6'2". Can't really let him have those opportunities. And once again, Hall's dominance wins the day in that point. Terrific angle. That wasn't just power, that was placement as well. And the Indian pair just didn't see it coming. It was through Reddy Siki before she hardly raised the racket.
9-3.
And at the moment, the Scots looking very strong.
Serves over. 4-9. Five, 9.
Well, what a chance. And that's a bad miss, and he knows it, Rohan Kapoor.
10.
One of the few rallies that the Indians actually dominated, but got that all wrong. So after just 6 minutes of play, the Scots with a commanding lead at the mid-game interval, 11-5. Hall and MacPherson in front.
पहला चीज सेकंड वाला बहुत सारा जल्दी हो रहा है, नेट पे जल्दी हो रहा है, इवन इन बिटवीन भी बहुत सारा ऊपर दे रहा है, वो आके बैठता है, तो वो सब थोड़ा कंट्रोल करके पीछे से भी स्मैश जल्दी नहीं है, हाथ में मार फ्रंट नहीं है, पर अंदर रख के पेशेंस के साथ 1 मिनट कोर्ट मिलेगा तब फुल
slower side
हाँ,
of hand.
थोड़ा
So
लंबा
what-
लंबा खेलने के लिए प्रिपेयर हो, लंबा खेलने
You've got the attack, like these first ones through the middle, with a bit reduced speed. You always get the crosswork for the better players.
20 seconds.
If you intercept here, also wait till you stop us. Like they like the hard ones coming.
Return to a chair. (11-5). Change. Play. Serves over 6-11.
Ah, beautiful
over.
placement again. That was an
12,
excellent
6.
backhand. Just a delicious angle. Defeating the lunge of Kapoor.
Adam Hall.
Well, we've got our first
called
challenge of the morning. It was called in. Let's say from here, it looked like it might have touched the line, but the technology will be the ultimate judge. Each pair, incidentally, have 2 challenges per game. And if they are correct with a challenge, then they keep it. Did indeed clip the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Some eagle-eyed
One
line
challenge
judges these
remaining.
days. It is amazing, all the challenges
Serves
you get,
over
the vast majority,
7-12.
the call is correct,
Play.
which is impressive considering line judges get 1 look in full speed.
Fault. 8-12. Review.
Well, that's an umpire review, that isn't a challenge. So, Henrik Boas wants the technology to help him have a look here. Yeah, just explaining to Kapoor, it wasn't a challenge by Hall and MacPherson. He wants to see that. So we're keeping our colleagues at Hawkeye in gainful employment. Here it is. Smack on the line.
In. 9-12.
So the semblance of a fight back here from the Indian pair, but that was
Serves
quickly
over.
snuffed out. And again, we give Hall the
13-9.
chance to get that smash away from that kind of range. It is not coming back.
Serves over. 10-13. Serves over. 14-10.
Every time the Indians threaten to get back into this, Scots slam the door again. 14-10. That's good.
15-10.
I think Reddy was leaving that more in hope than expectation. I don't think she could have got to it anyway. And it was well inside the line.
Serves over.
Really awkward height that for MacPherson to do anything with.
11-15. Ready?
Wide at the shoulder. It was dipping on her as well. Ah, nicely done. Kind of worked all into a corner there.
12-15.
And Reddy capitalising on the exposed area of the court. Kind of had Paul and MacPherson marooned on one side. Good leave.
13-15. Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court, please. Okay, thank you. Thirteen, 15.
Well, one of the best rallies of the match, and a big point that you feel for the Scots.
13.
Just to try and stop the rot a little bit. Just the fifth of 13 points that they've won since the mid-game interval.
Seventeen, 13. Chào luôn nha. Chào luôn nha. Seventeen, 13. Eighteen, 13.
Almost like they've flicked a switch suddenly, Hall and MacPherson. A couple of quick points, and they're only 3 away now from securing this opening game.
Nineteen, 13.
Nicely done. Mentioned he's a tall man.
Game point, 13.
And that was a pretty straightforward put away, and 7 game points for the Scots.
Serves over. 14-20. Game.
So in 17 minutes, 21-14
First game
in favour of Hall MacPherson,
MacPherson,
and much to ponder for
14.
Rowan Kapoor and Reddy Sickie.
सीधा मार रहा है या लड़की पे मार रहा है घूम के मार रहा है इधर उधर स्प्रे मत कर हाँ और वो कहता है तू ब्लॉक कर रहा है तो वो रख ही रहा है और ये वाला नहीं ज़्यादा उठाना तो पूरा फुल्लू उड़ा वो एक ड्रॉप एक हाथ स्मैश वो स्मैश ऐसा ही वो सेटअप कर रहा है तो जहाँ मिलता है तेरे को वो ड्रॉप वाला थोड़ा तेज जाके तो ऊपर उड़ाने को ही देखो फ्लैट ज़्यादा मत कर
वो फ्लैट लड़के को ये रेंज में मिल रहा है तो अच्छा मार के आगे आ रहा है और तुम लोग पीछे लिफ्ट कर वापस लिफ्ट करना मुश्किल हो रहा है तो मार के आगे ही आ रहा है प्रेस कर रहा है तो उसका चांस मत दे उनको अगर वो ऐसा सिचुएशन आया तो भी ब्लॉक कर दे फर्स्ट वाला नहीं तो लिफ्ट हाई रखा तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आराम से डिफेंड कर सकते ये फ्लैट देके फिर हम लोग पैनिक होकर डिफेंड कर रहे हैं
पीछे से अभी और थोड़ा सेटअप करूंगा जल्दी नहीं करूंगा
हाँ डिफेंस सिचुएशन है तो हाई रख लिफ्ट
डिफेंस मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस है ठीक है उठा ले रहा हूँ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है थोड़ा और स्टडी रहूंगा लिफ्ट
सेंटर मार रहा है ना
हाँ
तो सेंटर मार रहा है तो वो क्रॉस हो रहा है
क्रॉस सेंटर नहीं हो रहा है वो
क्रॉस रहा है तो सीधा सीधा ही रहा एक आध और
चलो
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
So Kapoor and Reddy Sickie playing catch up here.
Serves over.
And you feel a good start imperative for them in this second game.
Serves over. 1-0.
Good leave. Could easily have played that. It just fell wide of the sideline. Thought about it and close enough. Sometimes when you're that close, it's more difficult. Right decision from MacPherson, who follows it up with another winner.
3-1.
And a smile. Again, right at the hip of Reddy Sickie. They have made life very difficult for her, in particular, in the 20-odd minutes we've played so far.
Four, 1. Five, 1.
all of a sudden it's become very one-sided. 6 points on the spin for the Scots, and 6 pretty quick points at that. They're just feeding Hall and MacPherson's strengths at the moment. I wonder the coach likes it. Well, that was better defense at least from the Indians. They still did well to win the point, but at least they made Hall play a couple of extra shots as opposed to previous rallies. And eventually, surprising error from the 27-year-old.
Serves over 7-2.
Nice piece of anticipation. Fairly straightforward to create the angle once he got there.
Kapoor.
Well, the game plan needs changing, doesn't it? I'm not sure we'll be able to do it with a quick 10-second chat, though.
Serves over 3-7. Serves over 8-3. Serves over 4-8. Serves over 9-4.
Can't afford to do that at a game down, and now 5 points behind in what seems the blink of an eye in this second game.
Serves over 5-9. Serves over 10-5. Serves over 6-10.
So a very handy lead for the two Scots, 11-6. And time starting to run out for the Indian pair.
और फ्लैट है, ठीक है? रोहन तेरे को नीचे मिला तो हाई उड़ा दे. अगर अपने को ये रेंज में मिला तो ब्लॉक ये सब ट्राई कर. इट्स ओके. थोड़ा इधर है तो एक लड़का तो जो साइड से खेल रहा है वो एक ही साइड कवर कर रहा है, क्रॉस नहीं है, तो उसके हाथ उसको छोड़ के दूसरा साइड खेलना. हाँ,
जब लड़का ब्लॉक कर रहा है,
जब लड़का नेट पे है तो नेट पे लिसिकी के बॉडी में एक साइड के एक साइड चला जाता है, तो दूसरा साइड खाली है, देख के प्लेस कर दे. तो लड़की उधर पीछे से आके खेलना है, ठीक है? थोड़ा और लड़की को खिला, जिधर ब्लॉक करना है लड़का जब ड्राइव कर रहा है ब्लॉक ही कर, वापस ड्राइव वे में मत जा, ठीक है? हर पॉइंट फाइट करके नीचे आया तो उड़ा दो, हाई खींच के हाई.
Play. Serves over.
Well, that's one of the best shots he's played in the match. a real sense of authority about that smash from Kapoor.
Hey! 8-11.
Well, they did this in the first game when they mounted a little sort of mini recovery straight after the mid-game interval. It fizzled out rather in the end. This time, that can't happen if they want to stay in the championship. Late decision. And he who hesitates is lost.
12-8. Twelve, 8. Untied it.
So again, chair umpire Henrik Boas wants Hawkeye to have a look at this because he couldn't see himself. Not a player challenge. Well short.
Out. Serves over. 9-12. Serves over. 13-9.
Once again, these unforced errors are really starting to hurt the Indian pair. That was bad misjudgment by Hall. That was in by considerable margin. Once again, taking advantage of a cavernous gap on the Indian side of the court.
Serves over. 11-14. Oh! 12-14.
Well, all of a sudden, there's a bit of a spring in the step of Kapoor and Reddy. And as so often happens, one pair ups their level and a few errors creep in on the other side of the net. And that's exactly what's happened. And they're back on terms, having been 5 points behind mid-game break. It was wide. Kapoor was trying to get to it. And now he's glad he didn't.
$15-14. Serves over. 15-all.
That's a terrific rally. A wonderful way to win it from Julie MacPherson.
Change. 16-15.
Just a delicate touch. Turn of the wrist on the backhand. Hugely effective.
Serves over 16-all.
A couple of times that MacPherson has done that. And in a tight game as it is now, it can be the difference sometimes.
Serves over.
Well, you can see exactly what the intent was,
16.
but the deception from Rohan Kapoor only found the middle of the net. Oh, well done. Well done.
18-16.
Kapoor trying to target MacPherson, and she sent it back with interest.
(18-16). (19-16). Over 17-19.
Get the feeling this is a massive point coming up here. 2017, you fear for the Indians. 1918, right back in it.
18-19.
Well, that's exactly what it is. On a roll here, just a couple of points away from taking us to a decider. Well, I think that might have been wide, but Hall rather wasn't taking any chances.
20, match point.
A match
19.
point for the Scots.
Please go check.
Now MacPherson, whose last serve found the net, under pressure here. And being made to wait as well.
Please wipe the court again.
Just a little bit of psychology, you suspect. I don't think there's much wrong with that call. It's just making MacPherson sweat it out. Serving for the match, but just the one match point.
(20) match point 19.
And still making her way. Well, I think that was a really professional scenario enacted by Kapoor and Sikki. It wasn't a great serve from MacPherson. They were always in control of the point. And you'd have them as favourites now, just psychologically, to win this game and take us to a decider. Game point then
21
for the Indians. Error of judgment. MacPherson just suffering a bit at the moment. Now, can Kapoor get the job done? Point for 1-all. It's in. It is 1-all. 22-20 in favour of the Indian pair, having saved a match point in that second game, and he would make them favourites now, probably, to go on and win the match. Much for the Scots to think about here, and what might have been, but they're going to have to find some extra resolve to get the job done. 1 game all.
Take this one off quickly. We're losing this one because like for a while it was like super short rallies, and we were trying to like drive and so on, rather than like keep playing rallies. Like if they return, if their serve situation is okay, then we can always open it up. And we have like one thing that she's changed now is that like when they're serving, like she really steps out and waits for the one that used to work, that we just play on her body, because she takes a step back and on covers it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just put it in front, challenge the take and the returns. Like, let's regroup here and really focus on what we're going to do. Okay? So like they got too many rallies there in the first foot. Yeah, like we just have to find like the blocks or the openings. Okay? Like really control the speed. Like, remember that on this side you have to like take that little extra step in. That goes better again when you found your movement. So like just make sure that we're like at the moment they cover here, so like go in front. Like not change the overall plan. Like main thing also is like when we go over and like block, like we move in there and we keep taking the things like targets. Like love all first set.
Yeah.
Really high belief in the technique.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
So what if Hall and MacPherson got left here in this decider? Because for so long they were in charge in that second game. Early on they were 11-6 at the mid-game interval, then they had a match point, but rather got psyched out of it at the conclusion.
Serves over. 1-0. Two, 1. Change. Serves over. 2-0.
A bit of anger in those two shots from Adam Hall.
2.
That's very good judgment
3-all.
from Kapoor.
Serves over 4-3.
Well, fair play to Hall MacPherson for coming out confidently after the disappointment of having had match point and let it slip. Well done, MacPherson. It was a good reach initially to get to the shot before she played the winner.
3. You need a wipe?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Thank you. Six, 3.
Well, you can't get a better angle than that.
7-3.
Virtually on the junction of backline and sideline from MacPherson, who had a tricky end to the previous game, but appears to have put that right out of her head.
Ready?
Nice dovetailing between Hall and MacPherson again there.
Serves over 4-8. Serves over 9-5. Serves over.
Again, these unforced errors creeping in.
9.
Service errors might be up to 5 or 6 now from the Scots.
Serves over 10-6.
And the gift is returned straight away.
Serves over 7-10.
Well, it's called out, and it's been... Well, he was going to challenge that,
Serves over
Kapoor, and I think Reddy talked him out of it. I've not seen that before. Anyhow, the point is the Scots, and they need 11-7 at the mid-game break.
कभी भी वो मारता है ना सीधा
ब्लॉक कर
सीधा सीधा रख जरा को जल्दी मत कर और एक उठाते तो और एक उड़ा दो फिर दो तीन ऐसा एक के नीचे डोंट हरी
थोड़ा और अटैक रखने का ही ट्राई कर अटैक रखने का ही ट्राई कर
eleven 7. Play. Play, ho! Hey! 12-7.
Well, remember, the Scots had a pretty healthy lead in the last game and still proceeded to go on and lose it. So they should be taking absolutely nothing for granted here.
Serves over 8-12. Serves over 13-8. Let me see. Just show it to me. Good. Play on. Wait. Serves over 9-13. Over.
Well, pretty much every point is getting the fist pump now from the Scots. Almost trying to inch their way towards the winning line here.
Serves over 10-14.
Look of abject disgust on Adam Hall's face.
Over.
Confident in the big court game, yeah, like we always
15-10. Yes. $15-10.
Well, that was a change of mind by the line judge, and hence a challenge from the Scots. He was going to call it in, then he changed his mind and outstretched the arms. And usually, when that happens, the player who's been penalised will ask for Hawkeye's judgment. That's what's happened here. Out by a mile.
Challenge unsuccessful.
See, sometimes I think that the line judge's behaviour kind of affects what a player might do. Now, that was
over.
way long.
11-15.
I think had he just signalled it out initially, they probably wouldn't have challenged it anyhow.
Out. Serves over.
Well, these are just 3 points.
11.
Number of service errors in the match now into double figures. Well, into double figures in total. Always going to kill that.
11. Serves over. 12-17. Thirteen, 17. Service over. 18-13.
So, as I said a moment ago, kind of crawling towards the finish line here. Probably should have had the job done a while ago. Match time approaching an hour. 3 points away.
Service over. 14-18.
If the Indian pair win the next couple of points, this could start to get interesting again.
Serves over.
It's the errors that have hurt them. Not that Hall and MacPherson haven't played well in patches, because they certainly have. But really, Kapoor's missed too many of those.
Serves over. 15-19. Yeah. Fifteen, 19. Oh! 16, 19.
Well, an ill-advised leave. And they'll still believe the Indians they're right in this, especially now.
17, 19. No. Serves over. 20.
Well, that was definitive enough. So here are 3 match points. They had one in the second game. Serve was too high over the net. Hall accepted it gratefully. Now, can they take one of these 3 opportunities?
Out. Service over. 18, 20.
A lot of pressure out there, even though it is round of 64.
Game.
They've got there 21-18, and Hall and MacPherson go through in 3 games. It was tense and tight at times. Had a match point saved in the second game, forced into a decider, and just did enough to hold their nerve
Match
and secure
won by Adam Hall
the
and
victory.
MacPherson. 21-14,
58 minutes, the match time.
21-18.
Here's how it finished. Kapoor into the net, and I think he'd be the first to accept he just made too many unforced errors in the match. So the margin of victory, 21-14, 20-22, 21-18. 58 minutes in total, the match time. We're back shortly with the women's singles, and we keep the Scots theme going. Kirsty Gilmore versus Leanne Tan in just a moment. Well, a warm welcome back to Copenhagen and our continuing coverage of the BWF World Championships of 2023. It is actually a beautiful day outside, beautiful day for lazing around on the river, but it's